surprised. You're actually good for something.
So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear, I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. God is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck. I surrendered by idiots.
Hey kid, sorry about that.
Hello, welcome back. About to head into the second map of Mirage. Another dusty locale, but perhaps a fierce battle is going to ensue once more because we've got Entropiq taking on Team Fiend, and with Entropiq in the map lead here after securing their own map of Dust 2, we may potentially be seeing Fiend taking us to a third. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Definitely rooting for the Bulgarians in this one because, you know, they sort of had the chance to take Dust 2 there, but Entropiq didn't make it very convincing in the second half. And now, the last chance for Team Fiend to stay in the game, of course, is going to be, well, winning your own map pick after losing your opponents. So let's see if they can get it done. In the past, they've taken on the likes of Copenhagen Flames and Endpoint. Oh my god, they won 16-4 against Endpoint on Mirage. That was quite something. Spirit as well. You know, just so many scalps already collected from Team Fiend. Meanwhile, if you look at EPG Family, they're finding quite a bit of success of their own. I mean, you know, again, Endpoint, Skade, Mad Lions, all the familiar names. They've beaten them.
Yeah, sure. I think Entropiq, they had a very close game against Endpoint the other day, with the 16-13 loss it was, I believe.
16-13 win, in fact.
Correct. Oh, sorry, yeah, 16-13 win, my bad. That's what I meant. But just got the words out wrong. So, yeah, they obviously won that series. Mirage was the final map, so they must have had to win. But yeah, yeah, for Team Fiend, I mean, a close game in terms of the scoreline on Dust 2, but that CT side for them never really got off the ground. So,
and the ones that they did win on T, they just sort of exploited sort of holes in Entropiq's defense, right? And once those were patched up, it seemed like there was just nothing else left to find. So maybe a bit of a bad omen here for the second map. The Russians just might get it done in 2, man.
They could do. They could get it done in 2. It's certainly going to be a fight for Team Fiend. I'm not sure if Team Fiend have as much of an advantage as they hope on this map. But then again, Entropiq didn't have that much of an advantage on Dust 2 in the end. So let's wait and see.
If it comes down to the individual players, I think we can both agree that I don't know, the Entropiq side, they've been giving us quite a few standout performances there. You know, I don't have the scoreboard in front of me, but I do remember, you know, Forrester, Krad, and Elian sort of making it a really good fight. And if those guys stay online, maybe that's sort of the win that they're looking for there. As I'll be checking right quick. There we go. Yeah, Elian, Forrester, and Krad. They are the top fraggers, the ones I mentioned. Yeah, Elian was top fragging at 22 kills. Oh no, Forrester in fact was top fragging at 23, and Krad just behind. But it was the way that Krad got those kills that gets me all moist and excited, because he just walked out short with the Mac 10 and got double entries like twice, Dan.
Yeah, that just sort of shows some confidence behind him.
And the willingness to play aggressive with SMGs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of the point of them, right?
Yeah, for sure. You need to be closing the distance with SMGs. So yeah, he understands that and gets it done. As we are going to be heading ourselves into the pistol round. Team Fiend, they'll start out on the CT side. Entropiq They'll take the offense first with 5 sets of armor, in fact, for the Entropiq side. Not going for any utility. They're just going to brute force their way by the looks of things, while Team Fiend... Is Bubble going to get any utility through here? No? Okay. 10 sets of armor. Not often you see that nowadays in Pro CS.
Very, like, especially outside of the NA scene, XD. Implying the NA scene still exists. We're going to be going straight into the pistol here. Entropiq taking underground and going to be culminating toward a split on, well, first of all, middle, since they have a player on top mid, and then sort of going toward the A-bomb side. There's a player waiting in Palace to pounce as they're going to be pushing, boosting into the window, finding Bubble. The headshot eventually connects. Nickelback takes care of that as the push is going to be coming from jungle as well now. The CT's in sight, not present. It's going to be Victor in CT waiting for the retake setup as Dreamer loses a bit of HP as well, and that's Victor gone. I think this is a done pistol round here for the Russian side.
Yeah, they've got it locked down. Just Mara and Red Star remain. USPs can maybe find a pick or two. It's just up to Mar now, and yeah, nothing found at all for Team Fiend. And that one clean pistol round from Entropiq starts off the offense well.
And that's why you want to be going for full armor. Although, yeah, they do just invest into armor helmet, like all of them, completely negating my point. I don't know. I guess going helmetless into a round where you expect the enemies to have deagles anyways, that would have been a lot of money saved, Dan. That's $1,000 per person just gone for no reason. It's not like they're going to be buying SMGs, right? It's going to be scouts and deagles on these second rounds always. So, really not sure why they do the investment. Bit of a misplay. I don't often feel confident enough to call out misplays, but that one certainly seems like
Gone all in on that one.
management. Ooh!
Yeah, head armor didn't save Elian there.
Nope. Sure wish he had an extra grand in his back pocket. As Entropiq are going to have to make do with a man less, as Bubble was in a bit of danger there, but sort of makes it out of there alive. It's going to be a B push coming in with deep presence in apartments. That's going to be at least ringing the alarm bells, and a kill comes through as well. So now it's a 2 versus 4 with Dreamer finding Nickelback in the air, and that's the round right there, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, lucky. 1 versus 4 Krieg in his hand. Yeah, maybe you can find a kill or two. He has the bomb. You can take down Victor here. Or is it Victor? No, Dreamer. Dreamer right underneath the window. It would be somewhat of a plantable situation, but he's now been spotted for sure. And with that, Dreamer just peeks out. Easy as pie. Entropiq dropping the ball here. Did I say end
Yeah,
point
not a
there?
good set of opening kills. What?
Did I accidentally say end point there? I meant Entropiq, if I did not. They all both start the same. Please forgive me.
These Brits.
Yeah.
Always end point on the mind.
Yeah, we gotta have end point on the mind. The only thing we have going for us. Oh,
Yeah. Let's see how this one shakes out, though. Entropiq, they've got some apartments present. They're also present on Ramp and Palace on A. So the bomb's not really committed toward any one place, waiting for the pushes, presumably. But the CTs are just not going to be going for aggressive pushes when they know they have the economic advantage going forward, of course. Rifles across the board for them. Meanwhile, Entropiq just on the deagles, looking for those frags as they finally decide to emerge from their hidey holes, each on their own separate site. But yeah, no, they're just going to be grouping up here actually for the ramp executes. 3 of them coming out now. Is down to Mar to get them on the transition. Finds the Palace player. That's a good start. Now 3 more to find. Coming your way, Mar. Finds the second and Bubble helps him out. That's going to be a shutdown, a take, as it was just a bit of a walkout. At least Elian does manage to get the headshot there in the end. But, you know, if Krad had the bomb, he'd be a happy camper right now. But unfortunately, he is a sad camper, Dan.
I think most people who camp are sad, honestly. I mean,
I got banned from a server once because it was like in Source or something, because my name was Happy Camper. And they were like, oh my god, he just camp all the time. I didn't, of course, I just pushed. But, you know, they just assumed from the name, Dan. Never judge a book by its cover.
Unless that cover is saying, please judge us by our cover.
Yeah, but then you have to worry about it being some kind of post-ironic statement, and well, that just complicates things further, doesn't it?
Yeah, the world's a messy place. Let's not make it more messy than it is. Just lay things out simply, please.
Yeah, lay things out simply, like
Yeah.
if you use code LOOT on LOOT.BET, you get more money. Period. There you go. That's pretty
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
You get more money.
Deposit bonuses. Always
Who doesn't
good.
like more money, Dan?
Somebody who is allergic to money.
Victor's allergic to getting kills. That sort of spot toward triple was definitely not conducive to many good situations, as the A side has been taken. A 3 versus 3 situation now, but 2v2. As the Glock actually finds a kill onto Mar toward jungle. Unexpected. Making it a 1v2 now, Dan. Red Star has to clutch this
Ooh,
one
the
out.
nade.
The grenade's going to be good, but the kill toward Forrester, successful as well. There you go. Clutches it out in the end. What a tight sort of hole that he threw that grenade through.
Yeah, I think he sent the nade like between the pole and the wall there. Over at
But like
balcony.
the sort of explosion decal on the floor was
Yeah.
not located under wood, so I think the nade even missed. So it didn't go through that gap, Dan.
Oh.
I think. But it still manages to find the kill, so, you know, good regardless.
Yeah, a nice attempt from Entropiq there. Obviously limited weapons on that one, getting 4 kills, getting a bomb plant. They're now going to this next round. Happy, maybe not campers, happy players. As it's 4 AKs, Elian on the AWP. And he's going to be going aggressive towards apartment as well, looking to try and find an opening pick towards B. See if Red Star offers himself up. Right now, playing pretty safe. Doesn't want to be caught out. Up towards mid, Molotov behind that box. Like he has to dispense a smoke to deal with that one, otherwise he's just burning to a crisp.
Ooh.
What a follow-up nade, yeah. Ooh, indeed.
It's tenderized.
Pulverized.
Ground.
Minced.
Cut to pieces.
Shredded.
Wrecked.
Obliterated.
Devoid of life. That one doesn't
Sent
work.
to a different
I
world.
lose. I'm gonna give you the win on
Okay.
that battle of minds that we
1-0
just
for
had.
Dan Shaney.
Certainly, as it's 2-0 here for the CTs. They found the initial 2 frags, well, even 3 men in the lead now. This B split certainly didn't work out for Entropiq. The initial kills came through, and no punish was available. The CTs just stayed on site and played out the rest of the position perfectly, finding the kills, as they only lost 1 player, but the cavalry had already arrived at that point. And Team Fiend, they will be finding their 4th. And Entropiq, well, they can't really go for a buy in this one. It's going to be a half buy. Let's see if they can give the CT economy a bit more work. They've certainly worked it well. Not that much in the reserve here for the CTs, but you always want to be keeping that pressure up, even if you don't have any chances of winning these rounds, as they will just be splitting up between underground, top, middle, and palace. Probably going to be an A split in the long run, boosting someone into window and all that. Definitely should happen, as Bubble seems to be wise to their plans. Falls on back.
Aki on the scout, he's just poised towards top mid, providing a bit of overwatch for his teammates. I think just watching towards window, making sure nobody peeks them while they get themselves all organised. A little bit of a drop there. I'm not sure if that was heard by Bubble. Ow. That's the AWP gone. That is a big kill to find. It's all falling apart. No, Team Fiend!
Oh gosh. Oh my god, the half buy working out for Entropiq swimmingly there. How many individual fights was that? Like, they just won all of those. Crad with 2 kills. Nickelback and Forster got their own, as it's all down to Mar here. Who will he fall to next? It's gonna be Lackey. Almost making it a team ace there. Alien, the only one without a kill in that one. How does that half buy work out, Dan?
I have no idea. Bubble just switches to his pistols to player peaks.
That's just bad luck.
Yeah. I was just saying, I don't know if the noise was made by the players as they were trying to boost up, but I'm guessing not if he switches out with the pistol there. And
That's what you call getting CS:GO'd, right? Just watching a quarter forever, and then you sort of switch weapons, and then
but not a bad way to find a second round. That means a lot of cash in reserve for them as well. Did he even pick up a Norp out of that one? 5 players survived, I think. Perfect. I think Crad with that saved AWP as well found 2 kills through the murder hole towards market. Which, I mean, yeah, is always a difficult situation if you're a CT, a T posted up with an AWP there. There's not much you can do in that situation.
Obviously, you don't know which side you're going to get peeked from next. That's why they call it the murder hole. Quite a dangerous place to be. As Entropiq, well, middle is not a very dangerous place to be at the moment. The CT's not really contesting it heavily. Just going to be bubble in window. And yeah, the connector and short player looking to aggress, but Mar just got smoked off, and now the T's, they know they have sort of access to that connector area. They just have to really make sure that short is clear first and then go for this A split that they've been trying to do. But there's quite a bit of CT presence ready, right in front of connector. That guy from ramp is going to have to actually push in with them, but... well, how does that end up in the T's favor? I don't know. Still Dreamer on the other side of the smoke as the entries are coming in. Forrester almost finding out the player. How? After an initial good push out of connector, they all just capitulate one by one, damn.
I have no idea how Victor on the site finds 2 in that situation. Thought the player ramp would have him dead to rights, but he somehow survives. And Entropiq, yeah, they went out that well, sort of min-buy round. They fall in the second, or the follow-up, and now they're just going to be heading in towards this A site. Bit of utility coming through. Victor trying to put up a bit of a stronghold as much as he can. 2 kills for him is pretty good, but it's still a man deficit for Fiend as the bomb is dropped in the open. Entropiq, they need to collect that one. And they've got their player still working through the apartments towards B. He needs to get over here quick.
3 flashes going Red Star's way, and that's going to be at least giving the bomb over to the T's as they try to re-aggress, see if the bomb is still there. Dreamer says that in fact no, Lackey has picked it up, leaving Red Star all alone, and he knows the bomb is still stuck there toward ramp, but that smoke kind of bails him out of trouble. So great utility usage to get out of a bad situation there from the Entropiq side. I mean, they did have quite a few of the initial kills go their way, so it wasn't ever a close situation, but you never want to be losing the bomb and then have everyone get killed one by one as they try to collect it. Good stuff coming out of them, and we'll be seeing them pick up a third here, with Team Fiend lacking in the money department. Gonna be investing fully into this one.
This is the open Entropiq lead now. Get yourself a clean round here. Okay, never mind. Dreamer has found one with the CZ, and Mars found one with the Deagle.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
no
Let's get
clean
yourself
rounds.
a clean round. Please, just get yourself a round at this point, Entropiq. Come on. Oh, my God, Red Star. That is unreasonable, and it's just Delian alone against 5. Can anybody win out with the guns?
No, I'm afraid no clean rounds here, Dan Chan.
Well, it was clean for Fiend.
Yeah, it was certainly clean for Fiend. I mean, they get the entries, and then just the B push sort of starts coming in, right? You start picking off those desperate players that are pushing forward with all their might, hoping that there's, you know, been a stack towards one of the bomb sites, but unfortunately for them, the B presence was still there, shuts them down completely, and not a single gun saved into the next as Team Fiend collect a paycheck. That's gonna be the 10th round going on here. The Bulgarians certainly putting up a really good fight here on their own map pick. Someone's asking, by the way, if you can increase the in-game volume, Dan.
Nah, piss off.
Oh, okay.
No, I just did it a little bit. There you go. I've upped it for you. whoever it is in chat.
Oof. Initial kill does go the way of Victor. Bit of a shutdown on the mid presence there, though Crad does manage to sneak his way into the window. Bubble expecting him there, though, is trying to clear out these corners, has to do a double take. That's going to be the advantage Crad takes control of quite nicely, as this still looks to be an A execute. The player in sort of jungle / window definitely going to be difficult for the CTs to take care of, but he's kind of out of the action until this sort of take commences. Let's see what these ramp players can do, and if, well, the Palace player can help them out. That's going to be Forrester. Inappropriate weaponry for the job, but Nickelback sends the AK right in with a nice double entry. Doesn't matter what the rest of the team has as long as he's got the kills. There's only 2 CTs left with Dreamer, his location known. The spam was coming in. That's a clean round from Entropiq. Finally a clean round, Dan.
Finally. Something normal in this world.
Well, it was still a bit of an upset. That buy was not the best.
True. Well, I mean, it was like, what, AKs and a Mac 10, I think, wasn't it, for Entropiq?
Just one AK, that's the point. Like, that one AK just pushed on in and got the kills, which definitely didn't expect to happen, but, you know, if he can get it done, it doesn't matter what the other guys have, as they have middle right now, the Entropiq do, especially after that kill onto Bubble.
Yeah.
He was trying to just go for the info plays, but it doesn't work out, Dan.
Oh. Red Star is mooching about in that position now with the smoke down, though, so he's not going to be falling victim to Elian's orb, at least not for now. As he's looking for something Molotov towards short, going to block off Dreamer's angle. He was sort of having a little bit of an inkling that he might want to push forward, but with this Entropiq side picking in towards this A site, Victor, nice kill from him. Needs to be dispatched off quickly by Entropiq, and they will do exactly that, leaving the Red Star, who just runs onto a smoke. Surely one is all he can find. Yeah. And they should be able to recover the AWP as well. Crad does get a hold of it. Upgrading that
return
Mac 10.
to normality.
Yeah, finally.
Team Fiend going for a force, and it's not working out. So, there you go. That's the clean rounds we've been asking for. As only 2 kills have been found, yeah, in this half buy, and the full eco should just find 0 if everything goes to plan for Entropiq. But let's see. A B stack coming in with a speedy A execute. This is going to be Forrester getting a lot of really useful info here, knowing that there's no one shooting at his face. It's going to be giving the rest of the T's quite a bit of confidence going into it. As Nickelback, he has to watch his back. That's 3 kills, a 4th. Come on. No ace. Forrester steals it. And that's going to be a very angry Nickelback there, Dan.
Cleanly done. Nickelback leading the way of entry kills. Look at that majestic face.
Man.
It looks like a supervillain in that picture.
Mm-hmm. Gotta live a nice defined chin.
Yeah. Just the lighting as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. As the CTs, they're going aggressive here on ramp. Looking to also peek across this corner to see that there's no executes coming in. Or are they just going to be leaving a player behind? They will, in fact. Meanwhile, the Palace player, Bubble, not playing middle as well. Just going to be dying in Palace. As the T's... Well,
Oh!
There you go. They return. Victor, he's pushed out so far. I don't think Lackey was expecting anyone to be there. Did have the gun out for posterity, of course, so he does find it. And that's going to be the Bulgarians with 2 men down in this one. A bit of a reset and re-aggression coming out toward top middle, where they're still hoping to find some either unexpected kills or some screwy flanks, but instead, yeah, they stop in their tracks in terms of the middle push. And they will just be holding mid, but at this point, mid is not an important part of the map, Dan. Need to be locking down those bomb sites, and they're aware of it. They rotate here just in time for the A-take to commence. 3 versus 5. Let's see if they can hold them at bay. The initial kill goes the way of Dreamer. And the T's, are they going to continue pushing? Yes, they are. The utility dispense towards Sandwich. Dreamer, oh man, that's a nightmare for him. In a 4 versus 2 situation now. Mars still hidden though. He can get a multi-kill. Goes almost 3. Tags Krat down to 6 HP. Just Red Star left. 1v2.
He could win this one out, but Hellion too quick on the AWP. Close range, I was worried for him there. I thought Red Star might be able to beat the shot. His Entropiq up to 7. Just about, though. The gun's almost working out for Fiend here. Mars position towards Dark. He gets the 1 bullet on Krad. 1 more would have been all it needed with the 6 HP. Might have left Red Star in a very winnable situation. 1v1 against Hellion.
Well, that's what you get when you give up the first 2 kills of the round, right?
Yeah.
Entropiq found those, and they used the advantage handily. As Hellion will be taking mid control once again, courtesy of Mars' death in window. The smoke to cover off his corpse as the push continues, but Dreamer finds one onto Lackey. Still 3 versus 4, though, with just the Deagles out. Not much you can do. No utility to hold them at bay. And the
Dreamer
half
can
buy
recover that weapon. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, he can.
Krad's actually watching it now from the bench, so maybe not. Okay, yes, he
but
can.
the Deagle can get the kill as well, so
Yeah.
does find it. And Red Star's going to be picking up the second AK here, so definitely hope the Team Fiend boys can run away with their newly found weaponry and save it into the next. It is going to be the very final round, and, well, their economy, it's not in shambles exactly. They left just enough to be able to afford to buy in the next, so it doesn't matter if they save it or not, but the utility will certainly have been stronger if they could. However, Forrester cuts him off. And Team Fiend, they're going to have to fully invest in this one. Ooh, boy, a double op setup coming in, Dan.
I do love to see it. If your CT side's struggling, you know who to call. A double AWP setup.
Are your CT sides struggling? Do you feel like you're leaving too many holes for the T's to go through? Sick and tired of those Mac 10 pushes that leave you defenseless? Try the double op setup. It gets you kills on middle all day. Red Star, he didn't even have to be close to Hellion to get that one. As Victor, well, he wishes he had an AWP at that point. He finds 1 kill, but is going to be all he's good for as Red Star keeps using it so handily. Mar even with the nade into Palace. This is all over. Team Fiend. The defense here on A works out, and it's going to be a pretty tight up half scoreline here, Dan.
Yeah, but now Entropiq, they switch over to the CT half. Generally, the side you say you favour more on Mirage.
Yeah.
However, for both of these teams, Team Fiend actually generally play better on the T side on Mirage, so wait and see if that pans out for them. There's some very aggressive ticks in the chat.
GH, 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 GH.
Exclamation mark ready, exclamation mark ready.
Yeah. I always do the .gaben. That's like a ESEA exclusive, I believe.
I generally do .ff.
Fair.
Yeah, because we're down by 15-0.
Then I pick up those FFWs. That's the best part of playing an ESEA Open with the team. All those teams that just don't show up, and you collect them as wins, and then you just, you know,
This will make a fine
qualify
addition to my
into the
collection.
Yes. Let's see if Entropiq could collect this pistol round, though. He's going to go aggressive. The flash assisting him as the push continues. He's tagging him down so much, Dan, but not finding the kills. Can't find the heads as he's not got anywhere left to run. The T's, they stomp all over him, find the 2 initial frags. And the Bulgarians might just run away with the pistol round here as well. The haste sight, it's given up. Forrester behind the smoke, can't get them on the cross. And now Lackey from CT. He has to find heads, but he's going about as well as well for the rest of the players. None of them managed to get any headshots in this one, Dan. No kills. Just a very battered and bruised Team Fiend, but 5 players surviving. Oh, man.
Hi to Fatty ZFN in the chat. He requested a hi. There you go.
That was
There's a
the
hi from
final
Danshan.
request. That was the final request of the evening, of course.
Yeah. No more requests.
Of the map. You can get us a request in the next one. The Polish ones just always want me to say like the
Curva.
K word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most common request from them. I'm always happy to oblige. But push comes in. Victor finds one, and there was another one under wood, but you know he stays hidden. Entropiq on this force buy, certainly not off to a good start. Only one kill in the bag so far. The A defense crumbled like an over-soaked Oreo. Alien at least finds one kill. Two of them, okay.
Ooh.
No Oreos on these shelves, I'm afraid. Just Alien's sort of blood all over the walls there as Red Star pushes in with the MAC-10, takes care of him. And it's going to be an eco from Entropiq with Team Fiend, more likely than not, finding the 10th.
You know what I don't like? What's
What?
made me uncomfortable this tournament? The amount of UMP usage.
True.
Yeah.
MP9, only... Yeah, MAC-10 as well. Only... Well, no, the MAC-10 is actually even cheaper, right?
Yeah.
And the MP9, it's only like $50 more expensive, which is nothing in the context of Counter-Strike. And it is a much better gun. I don't know why the UMP starts seeing usage, but you know what? I like experimentation, man. We've been seeing the Mag 7 come out. Not with these two teams, of course, but you'll see some Mag 7 usage in the next one. I have a feeling.
I don't have a feeling.
No?
No. Skater out.
Oh yeah. Well, there is a game of Skate versus Sprout going on right now, so you can head on over there if you want to see some Max 7 action, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But please stay.
Yeah. Because it will be Ents versus Dignitas, which is, you know, yummy. It's a yummy game. Just like Justin Bieber, yummy. You got that
not
yummy.
Gonna be... Very, very nice. It's not going to be a grudge match, however, if you guys are expecting Alu to be playing with his, against his former teammates. It is, of course, he has been replaced. Dan, a new Whopper has joined the fray, like some kind of Super Smash Brothers character, getting added into the game. He's just there now. More
Like
dangerous
Kirby.
than Alu, some would say. Kirby is the best.
Yeah, of course. Just eating
No
enemies.
doubt.
Eating your opponents is always a good way to dispense of them.
The unsettling sort of... I don't know, what like surrealist monster sort of concept of eating and then someone and taking their powers. It's a very non-Nintendo thing to do. I love that he's just a pink ball.
Yeah.
With a constant
makes
smile.
him cute.
Exactly. Even though he is the most horrific of all Nintendo characters.
I can imagine there's probably some pretty graphic, like, Hellscape dystopian Kirby fan art.
Oh, you better believe it. That's just standard.
Ooh, gap in the
Kind of like
smoke.
this round coming out of Team Fiend, you take mid control and then you go for an A split, but you're off to a bad start when Alien is allowed to get a double kill onto you. The AWP strong from CT, but his teammates, they do fall in very quick succession. 3 versus 3 now, as the bomb does get planted. Planted for Connector and for Ramp. That's going to be where they're going to be playing their after plans from. The retake, however, coming in from two sides as well. CT and Jungle are the places. Let's see if they find any success. Not that much utility to work with, but it should be something, although the kills not looking good for Entropiq so far. 2v2.
Up towards Connector. That's going to lock off one of these Team Fiend players, and is Victor ever going to peak? Probably not, because the time is so low and they've not even tapped the bomb. No kits to hand. No time to defuse. Alien does catch Victor trying to escape, so it's a costly round for Fiend, but it's a round nonetheless. Alien got so much for them early on here. The two players ramp just get caught out unexpected, not expecting one player's already pushed that far into bench, and nobody looking towards Palace as well. Just felt like they were both so fixated on the ramp. And nobody was there. It's all just a mirage.
That's what happens when you don't have the info that there's that many players on mid, I suppose. I had no idea what was going on. That kind of cost them quite a few players there early on, but Lien, continuing his successes from the previous, finds the initial onto Mar. I guess he got aggressive toward ramp or something. Didn't see it on the mini-map. But the push continues here toward B as Red Star. Oh my gosh, that entry was sick. Tries to find the second, but dropping down from window isn't fast enough. However, the refrag comes through, and it's a 3 versus 3, this time on the B bomb side. We saw it on A previously. Let's see if Entropiq can get it done on B.
Crad is sort of just stuck inside this smoke as it fades. I think Dreamer will have its number, and he will. Elliot now last alive, once again finding opening kills for his team, but then slips away from them. He is quick today. Wants to stick around for more as well.
Yeah. He's waiting for the murder hole push. He knows it'll happen. But it won't. Victor is just staying to the left of it. He can still go for the wall bang if he's that high IQ. He's moving.
Do it.
He's turning.
Do it. Come on, 1 second. No.
With like 1 second left on the clock, you know you're not gonna get pushed, so you might as well shoot then. That's what I keep telling these professional players.
Your ammo doesn't count over
They
to the
won't
next
listen to
round.
me. What?
The ammo doesn't carry over to the next round.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
reserve.
You know, if you're 1 second away from, you know, the round concluding, you might as well take a pot shot. I always do.
I know.
It doesn't work out, but you know,
You wait for that one
sometimes it
time
might.
it does work out.
Exactly. You've lost nothing, and you've gained something. It's more than what you had. And Mar, he ends up nothing on top middle. Oh, and Red Star just on the edge of that smoke. Not sure what he was going for there, trying to find a gap in the smoke, I suppose, but it does result in a kill for the Entropiq side, and finally showing some resistance here on the CT side. The Team Fiend
just
boys, they've been running all over them. Yeah, not just Elian for once.
Nickelback is here for support on his teammate as well towards B, so they should be able to clean things up. Forrester, nice double as well, leaves it all up towards Vector. Who can't find the Vectors in the round to get himself into the win. That one's going to mean nothing, I think. I don't even know if that was a joke I had with you, Vector. Sermon, because it might have been with Flakes a while back.
It was.
Yeah, because I referenced Victor to the character from Despicable Me, Vector.
No,
Yeah,
I
in the
know
big
him.
orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, I've been told that I resemble him, but I don't see it honestly.
Well, I was more talking about Victor, to be honest, but...
Man, look at this presence on A. Just one lone player toward B. Pushed up into apartments so that he can see and call for backup if needed. But for now, the A defense is going to be all the stronger for it. Victor, trying to entry, goes in first. AK-47 in hand. Doesn't check Ninja, so he walked past a player there. That's not going to be a big problem, because Dreamer and Bubble, well, they get it done. Victor, just sort of a bystander. Not a common thing for an entry. He's not used to it, Dan. But he is used to getting these nice kills into the kitchen there, as it's only Forrester left. Might just shut down Victor on his death march. There you go, the tripwire shot, good for it, but they know his location now. Let's see if he can hang on to the big green.
They are looking to hound him. Look how many people are chasing. He's managed to get over towards the market door. I don't know if he's been spotted. He certainly hasn't, because there's a player behind him. There we go. Red Star's probably like, dude, he's behind you. He gets shot in the head by the AWP. But Forrester takes down 2 with him there. Can't hold on to the AWP, though. As Entropiq had a glimmer of hope in that prior round, all shattered in this one. And so far, it's been a very, very slow CT side for Entropiq.
Certainly has.
1 round found out of the 8 that have been played.
Mm-hmm. So Team Fiend, right, they're going to at least sort of get that closure that they probably get this map. However, the next one's Overpass, and I'm not so optimistic for them there. But let's see if they can even get Mirage here. The first kill did go the way of Elian, and this could be the beginning of something great here for the Russian side. as they find another one. Nickelback underground finds Mar, has to get out of dodge though. Knows there's people encroaching upon his position, and even Bubble had the advantage there from top middle. He had cover, but the other guy did not. However, Bubble dies, and it's just Red Star left here in a 1 versus 5. A nice clean sweep for Entropiq. Not only getting the round win, Dan, but also securing at least some economic advantage going forward here so that Team Fiend can't just run away with this one in, I don't know, 15-10 fashion.
1 kill found by Red Star. Not going to matter all too much. Elian finishes him off. Elian, how many kills is he on now? He's 20 and 11, Elian.
And he finished the previous map 22-19.
Yeah.
No, wait. It was 22-16, Elian. He was top fragging in the previous as well. Well, top scoring, let's put it that way. Highest ADR.
Yeah.
And of course, that was one that they won. Now, as they're losing, he's even more stepping up here, as Forrester's right behind him on 19, but dropping the ball a little bit. Crad! He's gone missing. He was a top 3 performer in the previous. Getting it done with those Mac 10 shots, but unfortunately for him, not going to be happening. Dreamer, however, he's as stable as ever, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
21 frags for him.
It feels like Dreamer very rarely misses a beat for this Team Fiend side, and that is a great luxury to be having as this for this Bulgarian side. Someone you can just rely on constantly to be delivering these good results. Look at Entropiq. And on the board, they're looking aggressive towards a ramp. I'm pretty sure Lackey spotted out the foot there. Does drop the smoke, which suggests that he did. Just be mindful to clear that close angle. Always do that. Nothing to lose. You can't see anybody in front of you, so you may as well clear the close right angle. Make sure nobody's there. Lackey just uses the little gap between that pole and the wall. Get a bit of any advantage he can. But a nice shot from Elian gives him the advantage. He's even going to find a second one while blind. Surely there's nothing that can stop this man, apart from Bubbles' Deagle that maybe can, as it does take down the head, and it evens things up into a 3-on-3. Entropiq, they need to secure this round, but guns now in the hands of Fiend. Potential. Oh, that needed to be the kill for Crad. Drops off the edge, and that loses him the frag. And now Dreamer, he's finding more damage. Bubble as well, they're just collecting all the damage. It's Forrester alone against 3, but he could only find the first. And Team Fiend, they steal away the round.
Just a great little beginning there from the likes of Elian, right? In CT, he manages to get it done. The only position that wasn't smoked off. They were hoping to get the frag, but he gets a 2-for-1. And then the rest of the defense just sort of crumbles. Team Fiend pushing in slowly but surely. And they do manage to find the kills. And after a round win in the previous, it was starting to look up for Entropiq. Good thing they all survived, because they needed every penny they had to take into this one. MP9s, nades, mediocre across the board. This is kind of their final chance. If they capitulate here, Team Fiend gets a 2-for-1, and that's going to be an easy map too.
Yeah. Elian's been trying his best, hasn't he? 2 opening kills again. And the rest of his team just can't find anything. It goes from a 3-on-5 to a 3-on-1.
Oh boy. Bit of early damage onto the T's at least, so that's a good start from Entropiq. And where are they going to be pushing now? Because usually at this point in the match, they have like a guy on ramp or a guy in palace, but the CTs, they've pushed ramp. They know that's all cleared, so a stack toward B should be coming in quite soon if the T's don't execute onto it fast enough. It looks like they're just going to be going for the peaks now. An M4 and an MP9 on site to hold them aback, as there are 5 players pushing that location. The rotates are coming in. Forrester still hidden. Might get something with the MP9, but doesn't. Victor shuts him down and even keeps the kitchen player at bay. That's going to be Nickelback, just trying to hold on to his rifle, because with 3 players surviving, they still have a chance to get something done. Lackey looking for the free upgrade onto the AK, goes back. that's setting yourself up for at least staying in the game in the next round, because this was looking initially like it was going to be a 2-for-1 deal on Team Fiend's end, right? A 16-10 should have come in with an eco from, well, not an eco, but a very bad buy from Entropiq.
Yeah.
But now that they have 3 weapons, 3 rifles saved up, nice and cozy here in Palace, it is going to be them sort of still being in the game in the next one.
Yeah, because they're at max loss bonus, the Entropiq side here. So,
Sure
so
are.
you'd have like 3,400 coming in. Wait, no, they're not. 2,900.
Alien just got 3,000. I think like we just
Mate,
debated you, and we're on the old economy now.
How? Why? What?
We've
How are we
rolled
not
back
on
the
max
years.
loss? I am so confused.
New economy was just a bad dream, Dan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You woke up.
I'm counting the rounds on HLTV. Right, they're at max loss bonus there. Win 1, 2,900. Lose 1, 30,
Live caster math, guys.
400. Win 1, 2,900. Yeah, it should be at max loss.
I am thoroughly confused about that one. We'll have a look later. It's just such a weird situation. Either way, Team Fiend find themselves in a nice situation. Red Star already behind the smoke. Once it clears, Elian, he better be fast as hell. Oh, he spotted him out. Well, on our screen, at least he did. His screen looks different. Red Star did find the kill. And it's a 4 versus 4 situation with the A-bomb site quite in a bit of trouble. But it looks like they were aggressing toward B anyway. Lost a player, recovered the bomb, and now they're heading toward A. Red Star already, of course, in jungle. It's only going to be these 2 CT players coming out of their spawn to try and prevent the bomb plant. There you go. The first kill, the second even goes the way of Lackey. Finally finds it. That's only Red Star left alive. Sure, he finds the low HP player, but the rest proving to be too difficult to take down. As Team Fiend, they won't be winning this one yet. 15-11.
Lucky 2 huge kills on the site there. Entropiq stay alive a little bit longer. Secure a couple more rounds. I mean, we ended the first map 16-11 for the Entropiq side. Are we going to be finishing the second map 16-11 for Fiend? Be like that'd mean just by, you know, all the reasonable logic, that'd mean the final map will go 15-15.
And then a never-ending
just
sort of
infinite
spiral of overtimes going down.
Yeah, just
We are equally matched.
It's 122 to 122. We're going to 67th overtime.
Man, that's like one Dragon Ball Z fight.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Veins are going to start popping out of their muscles at that point. But yeah, Team Fiend finally feeling the sting economically. No grenades really to work with here, as they do have the weaponry that checks out, though. AKs and a Galil, as they'll just be walking out onto A, but leaving the bomb behind, perhaps not the best idea in the world, as they continue to push forward. And Lackey finds the first, gets shut down before he gets a second, though, as it's Elian's turn to do something from jungle, but the rotates, they're coming into CT, 2 of them, Dan.
No, this is just a straight walk in towards the site from Team Fiend's side. It's working out. Elian missing his shot, a couple missing this round. Not what you'd be expecting from him recently. It's now just Forrester 1 versus 4. Gets the first. 3 more to find. Bubble and Red Star have both been tagged down. Few shots through the box, not going to connect. M4 in hand, hoping that he can find something more here. Smoke drops. That'll allow the cross. That isolates the player in the site. And that's Bubble low HP. 2 more to find. Forrester, he could do this. Red Star's low on HP. He's going to switch out to the AK-47. And oh no! Spraying through the box. He finds Red Star. Now leaves it all up towards Mar. A 1 versus 1. This could have been Team Fiend securing the round. And Forrester! He does it! He has the kit. He has a 12th for Entropiq. And they stay alive another round here.
How did that happen? I mean, that maneuver that he did, right, where he started spraying toward the smoke on triple, and then immediately switches out for a different weapon and continues spraying. We've seen that trap before. We've seen that maneuver find success, and once again proves to be very much useful. The fact that he has both a kit and a smoke You know, all he has to do is throw the smoke down onto the bomb at the end, and with Mar being a little bit worried about the bomb's status at the moment, he just has to push out, and in the open, Forrester finds him. What a 4K, and what a way to get Entropiq to a 12th.
Probably a 13th as well off the back of that. Team Fiend limited on the economy. They have Red Star, a bit of a hero AK, but 4 Deagles around it should be Entropiq to a 13th, especially with Forrester now finding Red Star through that smoke. That's the rifle down. That's a good pick to find. Tag from Elian. Can't quite find the kill there, just through the edge of the concrete. He's Bubble on 30 HP.
Team Fiend would be hard-pressed to find a round like this, not after a beginning like that. Still, though, it is going to be an aggression here toward the B side. Meanwhile, the player is still in Palace. Not sure what his deal is, but I know what Victor's deal is, finding entries. Nickelback still the only player left on the B bomb side, and that's going to be kicking the T's into high gear. But with Victor perhaps redlining a little bit, falls, and Elian, well, he's already shown up. The cavalry has been there. And now there's only one lone T player left. The best he can hope for here is a nice headshot and a bomb plant if he can find the kill onto Nickelback fast enough. They don't know for sure if he's there, but you know for sure that they have to hold the angles, and Elian does just that. Finds the kill. 13th found. Team Fiend. Last chance to deny overtime, I suppose.
It's all coming down to this, really.
Yeah, the only good chance they have of denying overtime. Of course,
I mean,
in the
personally,
the last one, they'll still have like something of a buy, but unless they get a miraculous set of entries, that's just not going to be working out, is it?
In some ways, Team Fiend, they could have just gone for a bit of a minimal buy here, and then fully invest everything, like get the AWP up, get full utility up in that next round, and just try and fight for 16-14 rather than having a pretty solid buy here. 5 AKs, well, 4 now. They've lost an opening, but Red Star actually just on a Deagle.
Dear.
Not looking fun.
Bad start.
Yeah, 2 opening kills for the Entropiq side. I mean, a lot of pressure is on Fiend here, because as we say, they're not going to have all too much in that next round either.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing overtime here, most certainly, unless some kind of miraculous play comes out here. But the T's, they're not even together. They're all split up. As they call off the A take completely here. Red Star has no reason to be picking into connector at all. Worried that his head will get cut clean off by Elian, who is probably looking at the con now. Lucky he's not on top of the ticket booth, otherwise it would be the end of him. Still though, the B attack is coming in. And maybe some aggression showing out of Red Star, or is he just here to take care of rotates? Time will show. There's still only one player on the B bomb side, but he gets turned away, and that's going to be pulling rotations. Fantastic. Dreamer and Red Star, they both have the chance here to just walk onto the side, but now a second has joined the fray. Forrester down. Let's see if they can get it done. Nickelback finds the initial, denies the bomb plant. Meanwhile, of course, Red Star dies in the window, and that's going to be the end of Dreamer right there. Team Fiends, the best chance to deny overtime here for the Russian side, has just gone out the window. And with 3K across the board, I don't think they can really get a good enough buy here to mount a comeback then.
Oh, it's not going to be fun. Red Star, he has about 4,500. I'm not surprised they take a pause here. I mean, Red Star, he can get an AK and armor, a bit of utility. The rest of the team, they have to go for, like, Galeals or just... Actually, Dreamer gets an AK through.
Okay, that's something. We've seen a hero AK workout before, Dan.
I mean, they've got an AK for Red Star and Dreamer here.
So 2 opportunities here on the T side to get something done. Deny Entropiq the 5th round in a row. They've had to win 4 just to get it onto this scoreline here. As a bit of a bad start into the half does lead to them taking it handily in the full buy rounds at least. But let's see how this rest of this half pans out.
2 Galeals as well. A Deagle for Bubble. No armor for him. I think he dropped over the AK to Dreamer there. And it looks like they might just go fast in towards his B site.
Might as well. The initial kill would be huge. It's
Almost
still only
getting
one
there.
AK Almost just one AK giving away the position there, though, for the T's. So it's going to be forcing a little bit more utility out of the B players. As mid aggression, you always want to be at least showing it, right? And maybe boosting someone into window here is going to make it look like an A take is on its way, keeping those rotations at bay until the real B hit comes in. So Bubble takes one for the team, falls for the false info, I suppose, but it's not going to be cutting off rotations forever. They need to start getting a move on here before any aggression comes out of the CTs.
Fiend have been good entering in towards this B site. They've been failed to find the kills. It's Forrester and Nickelback who need to put up the defense here. Forrester with that huge 1 versus 4 clutch in a few rounds prior. That's brought Entropiq to this position, but Nickelback jumps for intel. He gets his head cut off. Dreamers even things up into a 4-on-4, and Forrester, he can't do anything either. 2 kills for him. Krad's burning down by the market, and it's a 4-on-3. Entropiq need to dig deep here. They need to find themselves this retake. It's all or nothing in this second map. Team Fiend looking to take us to a third. Zellion posted up with the AWP looking for something, but Team Fiend, they aren't going to give anything up in this situation. They've almost, well, they have lost this sort of situation before, but Krad jumping through, and Lackey with another. Things start to get a little bit interesting. The Dreamer still by the bench. Good kill for him. And Marv another leaves 10 seconds on the clock. Alien in a 1 versus 2, surely unwinnable, but a shot comes through. 6 seconds. Alien is not going to even have a chance to get on that bomb. Mar not going to allow that to happen, and Fiend, they do find 16 to 14. With a bit of a janky buy at the end, Sermon.
Very janky buy and a very bad start. They lose one player that was just boosted into window, right? And then thinking, okay, maybe the B explosion is going to work out. But the side take, it did give them the man advantage. And then the retake, well, it was attempted there from Entropiq. They have to go for it, but just no cigar, I'm afraid. It's going to be Team Fiend finding their own map pick, as we will be going on, Dan, to the decider.
Yeah, gonna have a bit of overpass. Join us after the break.
Feel free to talk.
Boss, we've done all as you said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, boss. Everything like you asked. It's in my car, boss.
I'm surprised. You're actually good for something.
So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear, I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. Code is loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck, I surrendered by idiots.
Hey, kid. Sorry about that.